numbers on pay-per-view at Wilder, and now he has ESPN backing him. This move was to solidify his spot against Anthony Joshua. The fight with Joshua is coming, I think, sooner than people believe.
There you go. Which moves us over to Boxing Scene. Go follow them on Facebook. Go to their website. Promote them. They do very well. They don't need my help to push them. But Andrew and I glean all of our stories from them from the past couple of days to keep you guys up to date. And there was quite a bit going on. Sergey Kovalev is going to face Artur Butterbean. I know it's Bitterbeef. I know, people. Butterbean is funnier. Follow the show. Jeez. Earlier this month, IBF light heavyweight champion Artur Butterbeef, 13-0 with 13 KOs, expressed an interest in potentially unification bout with Sergey Kovalev, who recently reclaimed the WBO world title with a dominant 12-round decision over Eliter Alvarez, who decided not to show up to the fight. Kovalev, 33-3-1 with 28 KOs, who last August was knocked out by Alvarez in 7 rounds, is now back in the mix with the very best at 175. Now he has a belt, Betterbeef said to TVA Sport. I also have a belt. This is the right time to do the unification. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it, Kovalev. All right. So in my deep dive on Artur Butterbean, what on this list makes him such a tremendous threat? I mean, don't get me wrong. 13-0 with 13 KOs. And again, another amateur who's fought 1,200 times before turning pro. I get that. I'm not naive to that. But this list of light heavyweights isn't that spectacular. I mean, I'll say this about Kovalev. He's fought a lot of really good guys.
Yeah. He has a few, Tavares Cloud and Gabriel Campillo. Those are decent names. It seems recently, though, he kind of fell off the radar. His last fight, I guess, being his best opponent there. Some of those other names, Colleen, Paritio.
Oh yeah, Butterbeef's fights are.
I don't know any of those guys.
Right. It's like it's like he picked up belts against nobodies, and he believes that he's. Clearly, Artur needs the fight to solidify that he's the man at light heavyweight, and I don't know if Sergey needs it. And clearly, a guy who's 13-0 with 13 KOs obviously has legit power. Obviously, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He's got the attitude to fight him. I don't know if he has the resume.
He doesn't. Clearly, he doesn't have the resume. I mean, that's the shocking part looking at this. And nothing on here jumps out at me, but, give him credit for trying to make the fight in the press and making that happen. Moving forward, there was a press conference today in New York, in Dallas, Texas. Again, this is our, 5th press conference for this fight, Andrew? I've lost track. We documented it on our last show. We'll document it again here. This is an exceptionally large number of press conferences leading up to a fight. We're 4 weeks away from the fight, or 3 weeks away from the fight. Do you know of any other fight that's had this many press conferences for what is supposed to be a quote unquote no-brain fight?
No, Lee, and they got another one coming. They got the final press conference.
Right, the final week. I expect them to do one a week until they sell all the tickets at this point.
So you can see Mikey has trouble staying up to even Jerry Jones. He looks
not
like
as well as Jerry Jones.
It's like Jerry Jones.
That's a shocking photo that shows that Mikey Garcia is a short. Oh man, is he short?
He's the smallest one in that picture. Even the security guard is bigger than Garcia. Everybody's bigger than Mikey.
I love the fact that they're like, "Hey, just wanted to let you know at this press conference the tickets are still available at SeatGeek.com and the official ticketing provider for AT&T Stadium. And hey, by the way, we still have tickets."
They're both undefeated. They both have titles. We've heard all this. Oh, yeah, and there's
size
tickets,
isn't going to come into play. Wait, let me cover all the bullet points from the press conference. Size isn't going to come into play. We're equally as fast. We want to show off our boxing skill. Did we mention the tickets are still available?
There's still tickets.
At SeatGeek.com? And it's also available on pay-per-view. But if you're local, it's probably going to be blacked out like a football game. So you want to buy your tickets. And by the way, they're available at SeatGeek.com because they are the official provider of AT&T Stadium. Did we mention it's at AT&T Stadium enough? So this time, let's trot out Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and try a little harder to sell this fucking fight that nobody gives two fucks about, that's got a 5-1 underdog and a 4-foot tall guy named Mikey Garcia who's going to get punk fucked at AT&T Stadium. Like, this is literally a funeral. I don't even know what to say. First of all, I don't think they're going to do 300,000 buys. Okay, I'm calling it right now. Overs and unders are 300,000 on the buy rate. I'm lowering it. Secondly,
I would say, yes.
Let's say that they get what? 18,000 paid? Maybe, let's be fair, because they're in the third tier, right? At the $45 seats, maybe they get to 25,000 paid?
Yeah, I'm hoping. At least make it look good.
Dude. This is an abomination.
At least Mikey's not the smallest one in that photo.
Mikey's, I'll tell you, Mikey's, when the girls are standing next to him, his promoter's a foot shorter than him.
No, that's his brother. That's Robert. That's the trainer, okay. Robert Garcia.
Right, that's Robert Garcia. All
right. His hair is bigger than Robert's.
Who's this fucking tall ass white guy who's 7 foot?
That's Jerry Jones' bodyguard. He'll beat your ass.
Mikey's not as tall as the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
I know. I've seen that, but at least he's not the smallest.
He's taller for sure.
At least he's not the smallest one on that stage. They're able to manage to find some people that are actually smaller than him. So there you go.
That is fucking hilarious.
It would have been even funnier if he was the smallest one, though, wouldn't have? Look there's media members actually there too. Fuck, did you guys hear that was new?
Food? There was food.
There
was food. There had to be food at this event. I mean,
Lee's were so right. There was not one thing said that they didn't hear already.
And I'll tell you the video I watched today. So shout out to all Elite Access Boxing, who we use quite a bit on our Facebook page as well with Boxing Scene. Shout out to them. Want to know where I got the video from? From one of their guys' smartphones in the front row. Like it was nearly impossible to find video from this event to use for our live video. And I didn't even feel like going to the trouble of digging through the archives from today to try to find that video. I thought the photos were just hysterical. Like, everybody is, why the fuck? Look at that face on Jerry Jones. I mean, seriously, does that not just scream, why the fuck are we doing this? I mean, I get it. He's getting paid. He owns the stadium. So I don't know what the rental fee is for the facility, but the person making the most money on that night looks like it's going to be Jerry. But Jerry had to come and fucking promote the event. Kudos to everybody involved. Who's the promoter of this event?
That's got to be someone on Al Heyman's Faces. DeBella? I don't know.
It's not. It's a PBC event, right?
Of course, it's a PBC event, Lee. It's got to be DeBella or somebody. It's one of his faces that he has. They just walk around with the license. It's really Al Heyman's show.
Wow, is this a shit show just waiting to? I'm excited about the fight. I
am. I really am.
It's such an epic shit show that I am all in. In fact, I've already made plans with my coach and friend, Sammy. I'm like, dude, I'll steal the signal on my laptop. I'm not going to pay for it. We'll go down to Buffalo Wild Wings. They got good internet. I'll buy the wings. I mean, I'd rather spend $75 on dinner than I would on this fight. I said, and he's like, well, I like Mikey Garcia. He always comes forward. I said, that's not going to be the right tactic on March the 8th at all. If Mikey Garcia comes forward, look at the reach on Spence. His fucking arms come down to his knees. I mean, he's got ridiculous reach, for God's sakes. Nothing about this makes sense. There is nothing about this fight that makes sense. Nothing.
Except the fact that Garcia is leaving the PBC. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, right. Fuck Mikey.
Nah, that's why they did this.
And
Okay.
Errol Spence gets 2 titles. I mean, that's what is going to happen here. I mean, short of Errol Spence tripping on a banana peel getting in the ring, the betting doesn't lie, Andrew. It's 5-1. The betting doesn't lie.
Errol Spence is in a good position, Lee, because people want him to be the face of boxing. So he can come away that night as long as he looks good. All of his fans are going to be like, "Oh my God, he just knocked out a guy who was 32-0." Blah blah
Right.
blah.
And if Mikey, by some miracle, actually looks like he doesn't have to win. I'm just saying, win 4 rounds. Okay, if he wins 4 out of 12 rounds, Andrew, he's made himself. Like he comes out of this
really low.
That's a really low bar.
Yeah, that's a really low bar.
But let's be honest, if he wins 4 or 5 rounds out of 12, his next fight is going to be epic.
I think he turns into it matters where he goes after the fight, but if he is to lose, I don't know if his star power is going to be the same out there when he tries to go back to fighters under Top Rank or Eddie Hearn. He might just find his ass right there back in the PBC stable doing PBC stuff, fighting guys like Jesse Vargas and all those ones that you wanted before. Maybe a rematch.
Could you imagine he has to go back to the PBC on bended knee and try to make a deal with him?
If he loses and him and Robert, his brother, don't like the offers that Bob Arum's giving him for any of the other big, he's got big fights everywhere. Ramirez, Progras, Lomachenko, Terrence Crawford. This guy, options are going to be everywhere. But will Bob Arum have a little thorn in his side because of what Mikey did? Maybe lowballs him, especially if he loses. Now, if he wins, all power to Mikey. He's going to be in the driver's seat of all of those fights. But if he loses, I don't know. I don't see Bob extending a helping hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't either. But
he's going to tell him.
But I think it's a great fish to feed Lomachenko.
It's a fight everyone wants to see. So, it's just a matter of the money. These guys, they've always thought highly of themselves. If they take a defeat, will they be humbled, or are they still going to think they deserve top dollar? That's going to be the question for Mikey after he gets done with the Spence fight.
Has anybody else noticed this about the photos or the videos? In no photo does Errol Spence ever look happy about this fight.
Well, then not too many good things are being said about him right now on the Terrence Crawford issue. That the times they were getting drunk and putting out all those videos, that kind of backfired on all those PBC guys. There's a lot of guys calling them douchebags and losers, and I don't know, man. He's supposed to fight Terrence Crawford. I'll tell you, Lee, one of the dumbest things Spence ever said was, 1, who is he fought? And 2, you're on the wrong side of the street. That was the stupidest shit anyone could ever say on trying to avoid a fight, is you're on the wrong side of the street. I still have no idea what that means.
I don't know what it means either. I was hoping you were going to explain it to me because clearly I'm not smart enough.
You don't want any. That's what that means. I definitely don't want any. You're on the wrong side of the street. Whatever. That totally backfired on him. So yeah, maybe they're and then like you said, Lee, he's a 5-1. He's facing the guy who's a 5-1 underdog. I've seen many insiders say that he's going to knock him out because he won't be able to take the punishment for 12 rounds. These are things that don't make you think you're in the hardest fight of your life,
Well, when I pay $1,500 to sit ringside at AT&T Stadium, I can't even say it with a straight face. That's ludicrous. This fight is insane. It just is. And if you're a Mikey Garcia fan, hello? What's wrong? Do you have a phone call?
There you go. Oh, no, you got out of my headset. Now you're back.
All right.
Now you left. The fuck is going on?
Brant's ESPN numbers are not bad. ESPN headliner peaks at 769,000 viewers for, what was basically a shitty fight.
Shitty fight.
Rob Brandt managed to enjoy every facet of his first title defense. Middleweight titleist returned to his home state of Minnesota on Friday, scoring an 11th round knockout. God knows why it took that long. At the